Today in Can Haz Armory, if you're a competitor and your pool's finished, what to do, how to do it, what to watch for. So back in video 134, I made mention at the beginning of a fan who gave me some socks for his high school team. I told him I'd wear them next to my fence. Well, I finally fenced the other day. Chris supposed to be wearing them. They are Thundercat socks. That's the name of the team. The Thundercat logo's on the front shin, and then it says Thundercats on the back. Unfortunately, probably not wear these again because they were a little small. They were very tight on my calves. They weren't comfortable when I put them on. But you know what? I told him I'd wear them. It was fun to wear them. Everybody laughed about it. So, dude, here you go. Told you I'd wear them, and I showed you to wear them. And ignore that guy on the back laying down. That's one of my students giving me grief. So, here we go. And now back to the video. So, I've been involved in the sport for over 40 years. Started learning in college in 1981, and had a little bit of a break after flunking out of college. And then I picked it back up again in like 95. Started competing in 96, and I competed through 2001, eventually fencing all through weapons. I've been a coach. I've been an administrator for my local division, for Scholastic division, and I am mostly been an armorer, as you all know from the video series. One thing I've noticed over the years is the number of times I find that fencers have not been told the gear they need at tournaments, or what happens at tournaments. It happens all the time. Coaches teach you how to stab each other, but not what happens to get to that point. So that's what this video is for. So let's presume you're a brand new fencer, you're going to your first tournament at a regional. Let's say it's the Ontario regional, which happens with distressing frequency. You don't know what's going on. You've got your gear. You walk in the door. At Ontario, the first thing you're going to see is the armor table, because we're out in the hallway outside the main venue. The ballot table where you're going to check in is inside the venue. So you have a couple of options. You can check your gear in first with us. You can check in for your event first, only the day you're fencing. You come in the day before you're fencing, all you can do is get the gear checked. You can split. If you're a child, you can send your parent to check in while you stay in line with the gear, or reverse. And if you send your parent to wait in line, and you happen to know what has to be done, please tell them, because they oftentimes don't know. And that's another video coming up. And then you'll come to us, we'll do the gear check, and this is where the first problem I see happens. It's my first event. We go through what's happening, I explain what I'm testing, and you give me one body cord. And I'll say, where's your second cord? And I get this. I have to have two? My coach didn't tell me that. All the time. I hear that. Fortunately, the vendor there, get a second cord, you're fine. If you're at an event where there's no vendor, you're kind of screwed. You have to beg, borrow, steal one. You have to have two minimum at the strip, right? So once that's taken care of and we educate you, then you're all checked in, and you're gonna go in, get dressed, warm up with your coach, your teammates, spar with somebody, whatever, get ready to go. And eventually you're gonna hear over the PA system, let's say it's a Y12 men's foil, you're gonna hear pools for Y12 men's foil now posted on fencingtimelive.com. You're going to go to that website. There might even be a QR code at the ballot table with a link. And you'll bring your event up. Or the whole tournament. Find your event, click on it, and you'll see the pools. Now, there might be a whole bunch of pools. If you're at a small event like, say, Scholastic Foil, it might be 5 or 6 pools. If you're at a NAC, there might be 20 or 30. Find your pool. Find your name in it. And then you're going to see on what strip it's on. Let's say Delta 4. Go to strip D4, check in with the referee. He'll want to see all your control marks. He will check you in, and then you get ready to fence. Do your fencing, stab your friends, get done, but don't leave yet. Once you're finished fencing, you're not quite done with that round. You have to verify the score. They're going to give you the score sheet, Most people wait till the bout's completely done. Look it over. Look at your scores, the ones scores so the touches you scored, touches you got hit with. Is the end score correct? If you lost all your bouts 5-4, so close to winning one, and those scores are correct, then you sign your name off on it's somewhere in the sheet, usually next to your name. And once you sign that off, it's done. You can't make changes. If you have 6 bouts, 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 4-5, having one that you won, and you know that's incorrect, tell the ref. Happened to me at Louisville NAC a couple of years ago. I was looking at my pool. I came in dead last. I lost every bout in the pool. I see one where the score swapped. Okay, this is wrong. And I called my opponent over. He said, verify that's a swap. Yeah, swapped. Told the referee swapped it back. And that was it. I don't want to win a bout I didn't legitimately earn. Okay? That's the right thing to do. And once I sign off on that, it would be official. But I don't think that way. If there's an error, tell the ref right away so they can correct the error. It happens all the time. Because they have a billion bouts going on, they're marking stuff down, and they be marking the wrong spot. It does happen. It's happened to me. Happened to every ref out there. Advise them what the error was. Let them correct it. When it's corrected, then sign off on it. Once the bout sheet's all signed off, they'll take it to the bout. Someone will take it to the bout table. They'll enter it into the system. Once all the pools are in, which if at a NAC may take a while, then they'll generate the seating, and you'll hear again over PA system wide 12 minutes foil. Pool results are posted, and you'll see the seating, see where you've ended up. At some events, everyone goes to the next round, direct elimination. On some events, only the top 80% keep going. The bottom 20% go home. If you're at like a NAC and you lose every bout, you're probably going home. If you win one bout, you stand a chance of making it to the next round. You win 2 bouts or 3 bouts, you're pretty much gonna make it up. Depends on if anybody else did worse than you or not. But that'll tell you if you're going up. If you're going to the next round, it'll say either advanced or excluded. If you advance to the next round, same thing. You'll hear DE chart, DE tableau has been posted for this event. Go on the website, check it out, find where you're at, find the strip you're at, your opponent, blah 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 blah. You may get a bye if you did really well. If you get a bye, then okay, who am I fencing next? And let's keep checking. Where's my bout going to be? Probably the same strip as the guy you're going to fence if you're fencing the winner of another bout. And fence until you lose. If you win, keep going. If you lose, you can go home, watch the next bouts, which is recommended. So you watch the guys who are more experienced. If you are fortunate to make it up to the round of 4 in the semifinals, and it's not an event where they fence off for third, so it's not a qualifying event. If you lose in the round of 4, hang out. You're gonna get a medal. If you're at a NAC, you get a medal for top 8. Hang out and get that. Get some glory out of it. It's nothing's worse for an organizer to have someone who made top 4, came out tied for third, and there's no one to give a medal to. They may not even have a club. There's no way you can get it to them without having to work at it. Don't do that to yourself, to the organizers. Take the medal. Take a little bit of time for personal glory, because it doesn't happen to all of us. So the more you do these events, the more you'll get used to it, to where it's like, for someone like me, it's an old hat. For someone who's new to it, you walk in an act like you get a big old deer in the headlights look. One thing you can do is go to homfencing.com and download the primer I wrote. It says, going to your first tournament, read this. And it's something I wrote years ago that I've updated that goes over everything I said. What you do when you get to a tournament, how to get your gear checked, the minimum equipment requirements, how a pool and DE system work. And for the old guys out there, my pool and DE, I replicated kind of the one the USFAU rulebook used to have, where it had members of Star Trek casts in the pool. That was very, very funny. Wish I kept that. But that will tell you what you need to know to get through your first tournament. You get through a couple more, and it becomes old hat really quick. But you need to know what happens the first time out, because it's really daunting to walk in and seeing, 60 strips out there your first event. It weighs in the mind a lot, and the more you know in advance, the better. So there you go. If you're going to your first tournament, Good luck and happy armoring.